No excuses, just results. 4 steps to actually reach your goals this year. So we've all been there. You set this big, shiny goal full of excitement and determination, only to watch it fizzle out like a sparkler on a rainy day, right? Why is that? Life happens. Motivation wanes, and suddenly, those excuses feel more comfortable than progress, right? But today, we're kicking those excuses right to the curb because results, yeah, that's what we're interested in, and they're worth the effort, I promise. So let's dive into 4 practical and science-based steps to crush your goals this year, no matter what. The first practical step is get crystal clear on what you really want. So vague goals are out there. I've failed because of vague goals, but they lead to vague results. I've been there. Every year around this time, setting goals for myself, creating vision boards, and telling myself that I am committed. How many of you are out there just like that? I'm committed. And then you end up falling on your face and you end up going to the next year, doing your next year's New Year's resolutions and thinking, I am in the same place that I was last year and the year before and the year before that. How many of you guys can relate? I've been there way too many times. And what I've learned through the years is that my goals were very vague and they were not specific to my plans or actionable plans, I would say. So I also didn't take the time to focus on what did I really want for myself personally. I mean, how many of us were thinking about our families, whether it's your kids or your spouse or friends, and you kind of get caught up in the things that they want to do, right? I'm sure you guys can all relate. But how many of us create goals like we're going to lose weight or get closer to God or get a new job or even eat healthier? These sound like great goals, and they are, but what they lack is they lack the specifics. How much weight do you want to lose? 10, 20, 30 pounds. What does that look like? How are you going to do it? How long are you going to exercise? For how long? And is it going to be every day or 3 days a week, 4 days a week? What type of food are you going to eat? And how are you going to get there? So see where I'm going with this? It's almost like making like a grocery list of what you need to achieve your goal. What do you need on the list to make that goal a success? So instead of saying, I want to be healthier, try saying to yourself, I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and meal prepping on Sundays. Very specific. Could even get even more specific. You could get more specific on the types of foods you're going to eat, or the types of food you're going to prepare, or the types of exercise that you're going to do. Are you going to do cardio? Are you going to do weights? Are you going to sign up for that app that you've been eyeing up? Be really specific with what you want to do. According to a study published by the Journal of Applied Psychology, people who set specific and challenging goals, they are 90% more likely to achieve them than those that don't. So even if you pick one thing that you break down, do it. I promise you're going to succeed with it because everyone needs a plan. Just like a builder, they need a plan in order to build a house. Well, think of it that way. Clarity creates focus and focus creates results. So an action tip for you all can be to write down your goal using a SMART framework. SMART meaning specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And post it where you could see it daily. Even if it's something that you put on your computer that you see every day, or you create something you print out that you can stick on your mirror in your bathroom or in your closet when you're getting dressed in the morning. Just somewhere that you're going to see it on a daily basis and be able to react to it. Step number 2 is let's build an environment that supports success. Our environments matter. Where we are, maybe even the colors in our room or the lighting, everything really affects the way that we feel, our mood, and really everything. So your surroundings matter more than you think. Research from Duke University reveals that up to 45% of our daily, everyday behaviors are habitual. And sometimes we're not even thinking about a lot of the things that we're doing, which is a little scary, but it's really true. We are not cognizant of everything that we're doing most of the time. So translation, if your environment nudges you towards the right actions, you're far more likely to succeed. So do you want to read more books this year, learn more? Then keep one on your nightstand instead of scrolling on your phone in bed. Or if you're trying to eat healthier, stock your fridge with healthy foods and remove the chips and cookies from your pantry. I know that's a tough one, especially when not everyone in your family is heading towards the same goal, so it makes it tough. But if you can, get rid of it altogether. I know for me, I need to not have it in sight or it's really a trigger. So I feel for you. An action tip here could be audit your environment today. Just look at everything around. What small changes can you make to remove distractions maybe and to just help you to make progress easier? So is it removing those unhealthy snacks from your fridge or from your cabinets? Is it maybe cleaning your office or cleaning the space that you spend the most time, making it not cluttered, and just to give yourself a fresh thought in when you're working and doing different things. If you want to read more, bring out the books, have them readily available, and maybe create a tracking plan of how many pages you want to read per day or something like that. So a few things you can try, but when you keep it in sight, it will be in your mind. Step number 3 is let's plan for obstacles because they will happen. They're coming for you. Spoiler alert, the road to your goals will not be straight. It's not going to be a straight and smooth path. In fact, research from the American Psychological Association shows that people who visualize both the rewards of their goals and the potential obstacles are significantly more successful. So you can almost plan for some of the things that can go wrong, right? I mean, even when you're thinking for your goals, sometimes you get in that negative state of mind because you're thinking, oh, I can't do it because of this and that. Well, take all of those excuses and pack them in when you're putting your goals together. I can't think this way, or think, have a different thought other than this one in order to keep persisting and going towards your goals. And this technique called mental contrasting, it keeps you prepared and persistent. So an action tip here could be write down your biggest potential hurdles and brainstorm solutions. Maybe those late night cravings, or you could prep some healthy snacks and have them right in front of the bad things that you don't want to eat. Or leave yourself a sticky note on the bad things and say, don't eat, you're hurting your goal. Procrastination maybe, schedule non-negotiable blocks of time on your schedule within your day. So maybe take some little action steps, maybe some alerts on your phone that pop up and say, stop thinking this or stop eating this food today. Just some things to keep it top of mind, I guess you would say. Step number 4 is let's track, reflect, and adjust. I believe in tracking all the time. Maybe I track a little too many things, but I feel like it keeps the information front and center, and it's a trigger. It almost makes you feel guilty when you're not doing what you should. So data doesn't lie. Tracking your progress keeps you honest and helps you see what's working or what's not. Did you know that people who regularly monitor their goals are 30% more likely to succeed? So monitor them every day. I know that I do. And whether it's a fitness app that you need to sign up for to keep you accountable, or a journal, or just a simple habit tracker, it could be on a piece of paper. Find a system that works for you. An action tip for this could be schedule weekly check-ins with yourself. Ask yourself, what is going well? What didn't? Bring out your little tracker and take a look and say, what days did I screw up? What days did I have to start over? What can I improve on for next week? And make a little list, and that could be a subset of your goal. So it could be like a mini goal that you could set up, like a micro goal, and that can really, build towards your main goal. And some final thoughts here. Excuses. We need results, right? We need to not get ourselves in the excuse pattern, but take those excuses, take those negative things that you're thinking and build them into a list so you can recognize what potentially will come in your mind, and so you can beat those negative thoughts. So here's the hard truth. You can have all of the excuses in the world, or you can have results. I'd rather go for the results. I lived too many years in excuse land, but you can have both. And the good news is that every excuse you overcome, it builds your resilience, it builds your confidence, and your belief in your ability to conquer these large and bigger goals. So stay small with your starting off. Make those micro goals to get to your larger goal. Stay consistent and watch the magic happen, because I promise that it will. Now it's your turn. What's one goal, just one, that you're going to tackle this year, excuse-free, that you're going to sit down for 10 minutes today and break down what's the goal, what am I going to do about it, what's my life going to look like in December of 2025 next year, and how am I going to beat it? Let me know in the comments, and let's cheer each other on in 2025, because I've got a lot of goals, you've got a lot of goals, and let's help each other be confident, be empathetic, and have a lot of passion in our lives in 2025. So if you found this content valuable, please consider sharing, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video.